this is Francisco, and in this video I'm going to talk about the specifications of my motherboard X2610G. We'll see the elements of this motherboard, then we will talk about the target market and price, and finally some final thoughts on this motherboard. First important thing to know about this motherboard is the form factor. Due to the dimensions of the motherboard that are 24x24, the form factor is a micro ATX. Marked in yellow in this picture, you can see the socket, and it's an LJA type, and it's a 1155 pin. The processor is a type Intel Sandy Bridge. In this other picture, we can see marked in red the actual chipset. That was the old South Bridge. Now it's called a PCH, Platform Controller Hub. The type of this chipset is an Intel H61. The North Bridge, as such, no longer exists, and its functions are built into the CPU. How much RAM memory can this motherboard support? It's a maximum memory of 8 GB combining the two slots. These slots are marked in yellow in the picture, and there are two 240-pin DDR3 slots. The maximum speed supported is 666 MHz. The combinations of memory modules on this motherboard could be from 100 to 1 GB to 4 GB. Regarding expansion slots, there are two. Marked in light blue is a PCI Express X1, and marked in light green is a PCI Express X16. Both are generation 2.0. The speed of the PCI Express X1 is 500 MB per second, and the speed of the PCI Express X16 is 8 GB per second. The total number of SATA ports are 3, and there are SATA 2.0 3 GB per second. They are marked in light yellow on this picture. In this other picture, you can see all the power supply connectors as such. It's one standard 24-pin ATX power connector marked in yellow, one auxiliary 4-pin power connector marked in red, 4 245-pin Intel USB pin connectors, one 247-pin front panel input-output header marked in blue, one 4-pin CPU fan connector marked in gray, and one 3-pin system fan connector with linear circuit marked in white. We have already talked about them, but we'll see them specifically. The fan connectors are a total of 2. It's one 4-pin CPU fan connector marked in yellow, and one 3-pin fan connector with linear circuit marked in red. This is the diagram of the rear panel input-output connectors, and the list goes like this. Number 2 is a keyboard connector, number 3 is a DVI-D port, number 4 is a BGI port, number 5 is there are USB 2.0 ports, number 6 is a microphone jack, number 7 is a line-out jack, number 9 is a line-in jack, number 10 is a LAN port, number 11 is a serial port, and number 12 is a mouse connector. And finally, this is a diagram of the front panel with the input-output connectors. There are number 4 USB ports 2.0, number 5 microphone in jack, number 6 headphone speaker out line-out jack, number 7 is a compact flash slot, And number 8 is an SD slot. There are other elements worth mentioning. There are the integrated video. It's an Intel Sandy Bridge DT JT1, and the integrated audio is Intel Cougar Point PCH. The price will be around 50 euros, even it's hard to find in shops, and the target market could be for big corporations, offices that want to buy a big number of these computers for their offices. Is it worth having this motherboard? Well, actually, this motherboard is getting a little old. It's part of whole PCs altogether, but if you decide to buy it, it could be a good decision if you're going to use your computer for home or office works. Thank you for watching. See you on the next video.